Okay, so in bag A, we've got these cards here, and in bag B, we've got those cards here. So with this game here, it's sort of clear here in terms of what we're going to do. The score is the difference between the two numbers. Now it says positive difference, so that means you've got to take away the smaller number from the bigger number. Okay, and they've got an example here. If you've got card from bag A is 1, and the card from bag B is 3. So you do 3, take away 1 then. So let's go through and look at this here. So in this situation here, we've got 4 in bag B, 1 in bag A. So 4 take away 1 is 3. Up here then you've got 4 in bag B, 2 in bag A. So 4 take away 2 is 2. This one's interesting, isn't it? Because you've got 4 in both of them. So 4 take away 4 is just 0. And then up here then, well, you've got 5 in bag A, 4 in bag B. Okay, so when you do that, you've got to do the biggest take away smallest. So 5 take away 4 is 1. Last row then, well, we've got 7 here in bag B. So 7 take away 1 is 6. Here then, you've got 7 take away 2 is 5. 7 take away 4 is 3. And 7 take away 5 is 2. Okay, so it says a player wins a prize by getting a score of 2 or less. So let's see how many are 2 or less. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think that's it, isn't it? 10 chances out of, well, there's 16 there in total. 80 people each play the game once. Approximately how many would you expect to win a prize? Well, with this fraction here, we can read this as expecting 10 to win if 16 people played. So what I need to do is scale up this fraction so that it's out of 80. Now, to change 16 to 80, you might not be able to see what that is. Okay, it might be difficult for you to work out there. 16 does actually go into 80. But if you're not sure how many times, what you could do, you could actually make it 10 times bigger to start with. Okay, so if I make this 10 times bigger, I get 160. Okay, add a 0. But don't forget, if I'm making the bottom 10 times bigger, I make the top 10 times bigger. So that'll be 100 out of 160. Now you might be wondering why I've gone to 160 by timesing it by 10. But the good thing is then I can easily get it to 80, because if you think about it, 160 to 80, all I've got to do is divide it by 2. I've got to halve it. And of course if I halve the bottom, I halve the top. So 50. So 50 people will win. Okay, so it's important to write down there then how many will win. Okay. So it says then in part 3, it costs 90 pence to play the game once. The prize for getting a score of 2 or less is £1.20. If the 80 people play the game once, how much profit will they make? Well, if 80 people play, okay, then they each pay in 90 pence. So you can work that out, right? So 8 times 9. Okay, this is easy to multiply because you just do 8 times 9, yeah? And 8 times 9 is 72, 2 zeros to add on. So that's 7,200 pence. And of course, to change that to pounds, you divide by 100, so that will be £72. Okay. Now, they get a prize of £1.20. Now, 50 people win. Okay, 50 people win. So we got to pay out, haven't we? 50 lots of £1.20. Now that can be easy to work out as well, because if you think about it, £1.20. Okay, we're going to times it by 50. Well, why don't we do 100 instead? 100 times £1.20, and that's easy, isn't it? 100 times £1.20 is £120. Okay, because there's 100 lots of £1, which is £100, and 100 lots of 20 pence, which is £20. So £120. If 100 lots of £1.20 is £120, 50 lots of £1.20 is going to be half of it. Okay, so half of it will be 60. Yeah, so they have to pay out £60, and they've taken £72, so the profit will be £72, take away the 60, so we're left with £12.